our FastTrack program can be a game changer for your career. Whether you're aiming for a leadership role and planning to switch industries or simply looking to expand your business acumen, our MBA is tailored to meet the unique needs of working professionals across the globe. Our FastTrack MBA offers a flexible and a comprehensive curriculum that not only balances theory with practical, but also with our real world applications, tailored to fit your busy schedule. So in today's session, you all will get a glimpse of what makes our MBA unique and the support services that are available to you. We encourage you to ask questions and engage fully. This is your chance to see how our MBA can align with your aspirations and help you achieve your professional goals. So let's get started, everyone. Thank you and welcome again on joining. All right, so this is our open house on MBA in General Management. We'll move on to the next slide where we have an exciting icebreaker for you. I want to ask all of you, what is it that motivates you to pursue higher education at this stage of your career? Whether it is to fast track your career advancement or transition into a new role or industry, or to expand your professional network, or to gain business knowledge for personal growth, or to build leadership and strategic thinking skills. I want you all to mention your options in the chat box so that we know what is the aspiration or what is the reason behind you joining us today so that we can cater to your needs specifically. So please feel free to respond in our chat box by either typing in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as you see on your screen. Okay. It could be each one can have a different, feeling or a reason to join this MBA open house, whether it is to expand your career, to move into a new role, or to elaborate on your, expand your professional network, or to improve your thinking skills, or for personal growth. So please select your option. Everyone, welcome. Yes, I see Julio raising his hand. Julio, please type in your option, please. Yes, all of you all, I want you to help us by answering this question. Or even if you don't want to wish to answer, that's fine, because just wanted to let you all know that our open house is going to help you in all of these aspects. So whether you are looking to move to a new role or an industry, or to advance onto your career path, or to expand your professional network, or to gain business knowledge, or to increase your thinking skills, this is for you. Okay. Thank you, Brightwell. Brightwell has answered 3 to 5. All right. Fair enough. In the next slides, you all will see why and how this MBA will help you. Okay. So let's move on to the next slide, please. Now let's talk about, before we talk about our course MBA in General Management, let's talk about what does general management comprise of. It is very important to know what the topic is about. So it has strategic planning, it has operations management, it has team leadership, it has financial planning, decision making, customer relations, and compliance and risk management. So either or any of these can be your, this is what you need to work upon. You will get all of these aspects covered under general management. Okay, so the course today that we are going to talk about will help you expand on each of these points. Okay, let's move on to the next slide and see. Okay. Nitish, can you just check if you know, we one of the messages says that they can't type in the chat box. So if you can take a look, please. Okay. Now what you see on your screen right now are the domains where general management will have opportunities for you. So let's say you want to do an MBA in general management. Okay. What are the options that you have if you get into the HR domain or department? You can work in organizational department. You can work in L&D, which is learning and development. You can work in talent management. Okay. Then we have consulting domain. So you can either do management consulting, strategy, or operations consulting. Okay. Now, then you move on to finance and banking. You have corporate finance as one of the sectors. You have investment banking. You can get into uh, financial planning and analysis. Okay. Then manufacturing and operations, logistics and procurement. We have operations management. We have supply chain management. Okay. Then if we talk about technology or IT, okay, there is product management. There is IT leadership roles. Okay. Then there's project management. So one is product and the other is project management. Thank you, everyone. I can see your messages pouring in now. When we talk about marketing and advertising domain, there's brand management that you can get into. There's market research and analytics. Then there's digital marketing that, one can get into. When it comes to healthcare domain, you can get into healthcare management, hospital administration, research and development. Okay. Then if one wants to start something of your own, if you talk about entrepreneurship, there's new venture creation, there's business development or BD as people call. Okay. Then there are startup leadership roles. So this course gets you into an avenue of opportunities that, you can have access to, you can move into. Okay. I request all of you who are joining us now, joining us now, please feel free to ask questions and welcome everyone again. Okay, let's move on to the next slide and see. Okay, so right now we've spoken about the opportunities in terms of where general management can get you. Now, how an MBA in general management can help you. So let's take a look at that. It helps in terms of expanding your skill set. So a broader skill set, leadership development, versatility, of course, much needed in today's world, career advancement, networking opportunities, which is again very crucial because today networking is the key. I'm sure you all have heard this line. Yeah. Strategic thinking, of course, that helps always. Okay, moving on to the next slide, please. Now, this is very interesting. Who all can benefit? In fact, it should say who all cannot be benefited because everyone can. Now, how? So, mid-career professionals who are aiming for managerial or leadership roles, they can get benefit. Entrepreneurs who are seeking comprehensive business knowledge, they can get benefit. People wanting to pivot or move into a new industry or a new role, they can get benefit. Okay. Global professionals looking for an internationally recognized qualification, they can get benefit. And of course, freshers starting their career will get an immense boost with any, with a recognized qualification from an international university. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's move on to the next slide. So someone's asked how much is the fees? We'll come to that towards the end. Okay. Now, some of you must be feeling, why not a specialized MBA and why MBA GM? So here is the answer to that. A specialized MBA will have a specialized focus or a dedicated area of specialization, such as finance or marketing. Okay. However, an MBA in general management will emphasize in terms of broad management and strategic leadership. Okay. Making it easy for everyone, or rather making it a more comprehensive for everyone. Okay. Now, curriculum for a specialized MBA course, there are core courses plus electives in various fields. However, in MBA GM, there are comprehensive management principles such as leadership and organizational behavior, which can help you. Okay. Then for specialized MBA, there is if you talk about career paths, then it's ideal for advancing in a specific industry or function. But you can't maneuver, you can't venture into any other domain. Of course, you can, but maybe not at that role or not at that level that you've been working throughout. You expect to move up the ladder. Okay. However, with an MBA in GM, one is suited for general management roles or executive positions. Now, when you talk about flexibility, specialized MBA allows choice of specialization based on your career goals. Okay. However, in MBA GM, MBA in general management, it provides a generalized approach for diverse management roles. Okay. Let's move on to the next slide. Please park your questions. Feel free to use our chat box and question and answer box to ask questions. Now, when we come to talk about UniAthena's MBA in General Management program highlights, this is what it's, sets it apart. The short duration of the program, which is 9 to 12 months. You've got flexible learning. Now, I'm sure you all know what is the meaning of flexible, but flexible learning here means that you have time at hand and you can access our study material at ease at your pace. Okay. Now, there are real world applications. So our curriculum, of course, comprehensive curriculum, our curriculum is designed in such a way where one gets exposure to real world applications and the scenarios, and that's how you answer questions. Now, when you answer certain questions which are specific to these scenarios, how this will help is in a real work life scenario, you can replicate that and you will get the answers. Okay. Let's move on to the next slide, please. Now, when we talk about UniAthena, I'm sure you all are familiar that we are a flexible, affordable, and accessible EdTech educational technology organization offering online free learning upskilling courses and affordable academic degree programs in a flexible manner. Started in 2019, UniAthena is owned by Westford Ventures, known as Westford Education Group, operating since 2008 in higher education sectors. Okay. Now you see we've got 1.5 million learners across the globe. Okay. We have 600 plus courses. I would like all of you to please visit our website to take a look, which is www.uniathena.com. Yeah. There are 10 plus university partners, and we have learners from 146 and more countries learning and enhancing their lives with us. Okay. So please do take a look. Let's move on to the next slide, please. These are some of the names that we have as our partners and accreditations: Abate, GMU University, UCAM, CIQ, CMI, Acacia, SQA, and FDE. Sorry, FEDE. These are all big names that you all can see for yourself. Yeah. Let's move on to the next slide, please. Now, why UniAthena? Which is again a very important question. We have flexible payment, okay, which is pay as you progress in this course. The learning materials are 100% online. So you've got your video tutorials, you've got your reading materials, you've got your workshops, webinars, everything's online. Then this is a self-paced course. So you learn at your own pace. Okay, that is what it means with flexible course duration. Then accredited university partners, globally accepted and accredited partner. We have a personal tutor and academic associate who assist online delivery. Okay, so at each step, you will have a personal tutor helping you, guiding you, coaching you. Okay. Then modular course delivery, which means courses are delivered within modules or via modules. Okay. Let's move on to the next slide, please. Now, when we come to talk about our MBA in General Management, because the open house is about this course right now, and we are focusing on it. So the highlight is the flexible duration, like I mentioned, within 9 to 12 months with personal tutor support. Okay. Easy payments, pay as per schedule. Then you've got the European standards. So master programs from the European University. Okay. Let's move on to the next slide, please. Now, this is the highlight of MBA in General Management, that you get a triple certification. So you get an MBA in General Management from GMU, Guglielmo Marconi University, Italy. You get a postgraduate diploma in organizational leadership by CIQ UK. Then you get a certified manager. This is an optional service by CMI UK. Okay, so this is 3-in-1 bonanza. Let's move on to the next slide, please. Now, if you've heard of GMU University, Italy, you would know that it is recognized by Italian Ministry of Education. It holds a U multi-rank classification, and it follows a European learning system. Okay, so please do visit the website to take a look. Let's move on to the next slide, please. Now, CIQ UK is also known as Cambridge International Qualifications. It's a professionally awarding organization, and it offers credit-rated programs under SCQF, approved for progression to higher qualifications. Okay, so you get a certificate from CIQ UK and GMU University, Italy. Okay, let's move on to the next slide, please. And then we have our certified manager with CMI UK. So it's a professional recognition in the management and leadership profession, wherein you join a community of high-performing professional managers backed by a royal charter. Okay. Let's go to the next slide, please. Now, these are the names of the modules that are present in MBA in General Management, starting with Sustainability and Business, Human Resource Management, International Marketing Management, yeah, Strategic Management and Leadership, Finance for Business, Strategic Supply Chain and Logistics Management, followed by the research methods and dissertation. So if you take a look at this slide right now, you will see that all important aspects are covered, starting from sustainability, human resource, marketing, leadership, finance, and supply chain and logistics. Okay. Let's move on to the next slide, please. Now, this is very interesting because here we talk about our learner journey cycle. So when a learner enrolls with us, that's the process of enrolling, wherein you submit your documents and you are, you inquire about the payments. You start with us as a learner on our platform. Then a PT or a personal tutor is assigned. An orientation about the course, about the portal is conducted with student engagement executive on a regular basis. So you get support from all aspects. Okay. Then there is academic support, module assignment submission. Then the assignments are evaluated and renewals for the next modules. As you saw, we had 7 modules in the previous slide. After that, one moves on towards the dissertation or capstone submission. So you complete your research or capstone with us. Then you come to submit it on the portal. Then once the course is completed, you get certificate support and you claim your certificate. So this is like the nutshell of the learner journey cycle with us at UniAthena. Okay. Next slide, please. Now, this screen that you see right now is one of the 4 learning resources that we have available on our portal. First level is always a video tutorial, as you can see on the screen. So the modules divided into various lessons, and each lesson has 4 levels of learning. Okay. Feel free to ask questions. We'll have a question and answer session at the at the end of this PPT. Let's move on to the next slide and see. Then the level 2 is we have essential reading or theory part about each of the topics that are there in each module. So there is video lecture, then there's theory part. Then the third one is the reference materials, which has a PDF file that has to be downloaded for support. Okay. So if you move on to the next slide, you'll see that level 3 support is provided by a PDF file. Okay. So you get to watch a video on the same topic that you're studying, then go through the theory on the same, and then go through some more in-depth reference on the same topic. Okay. And then we have additional resources. As we move on to the next slide, you'll see. We have tie up with an online library resource. So anytime a person who's not from the domain feels like this is new to me, or how do I enhance, or how do I gain more knowledge, there are links, references from books and journals wherein you can go and check the same. Okay, so these are the host of learning materials that we offer on our portal. Let's move on to the next slide. Okay, this is where I hand over this to Fatima. Fatima, please, if you can join us and talk about the affordable payment. Thank you.
Yeah, hello everybody. Okay, now we have a very affordable payment structure for this program. Since this is a fast track course, we do not have a paper module option. This is paper the schedule. So you pay an initial registration fee Then you pay monthly installments for 7 months, and then you pay your certification fee. So you need not pay the entire fee upfront. You can pay the registration fee, start the program, and then you pay the monthly payments. Next slide, please. Okay, early exit award. Now, what happens if you're studying somewhere and God forbid something happens, or maybe, you have to exit your program, or you have to, like delay the program, you get transferred to a new location where you cannot access the internet at all, or, you're changing jobs, or you have some family responsibilities and you have to exit in the middle of a course. So then, generally you will not get any kind of, if you've completed any modules, you cannot claim any certification, any credits. But here, in case you are exiting the program in the middle of a course, so for example, you've done 2 modules, or you've done 4 modules. So whatever number of modules you've done, you can claim a certificate against the number of modules which you've completed. So you can claim the early exit award, and then later, whenever you want to study, maybe you want to come back to us at some other point of time, you can just come back and you can continue from where you left. Next slide, please. Okay, now the eligibility criteria. Eligibility criteria for the MBA General Management is a bachelor's degree from any accredited institution, or you need to have an A level or equivalent qualification along with 5 years of managerial work experience. This is mandatory. You need to provide us proof in the form of letters from your organizations, experience letters, experience certificates. So this is through the for the mature entry, this is mandatory. Otherwise, academic entry, if you have a bachelor's degree, you need to provide us copy of your bachelor's degree certificate along with the transcript, and you can apply for the program. This is the eligibility. Along with this, you need to have a good level of English. So if you have taken any tests, you can submit the test score. If you've not taken the test, then we have alternative methods. You can just get in touch with your admissions advisors. They will guide you accordingly. Next slide, please. Okay, great. Open for questions. So we can take the questions, Ruchika, you can just read them out. If it is
Sure,
related to me, I'll take it. Otherwise, academic, you can handle.
sure. So let me go and see. Kamran, you've mentioned that meeting's going fast. Yes, well, if you have any questions, feel free to ask, please. Elfreda asked a question: as a student, will I be certified after the end of the program?